Hi, good afternoon, people. I am Ryan, and this is the Hirschman channel. It's Monday, April 23rd, 2018. I want to give you a recap of what happened during last night's episode of American Idol. Now, last night was night one where you get to vote for each contestant in the top 14. And I'll tell you, the judges were really impressed by all of their singing last night, and this singing is going to lead to into tonight's episode, because tonight the show goes live. Just like last night, the show, well, it did want go live, but it's tonight. It's gonna go live because tonight is when we're gonna find out. Because you voted for your top 14 contestants last night. Now tonight it's gonna be up to America and the judges to find out who is going to stay in the competition and who's going to get sent home. And unlike past seasons, whoever's left and doesn't make it through, they get a second chance. They get a second chance in the competition, where if they do well with the singing group like they do in past seasons, they get to stay all the way, hopefully until the finale, which happens in about 6 weeks. So in tonight's episode, it's going to be on America, and it's going to be on the judges as Ryan Seacrest decides on who's going to make it into the top 10 for next week. We are going to find out tonight, and hopefully we will get some results and more. And on the other hand, let's recap today's episodes of The Young and the Restless and The Bold and the Beautiful, starting with The Young and the Restless. JT's mind is still railing as Victoria talks to Nikki about how she gonna get past through this guilt with JT mind, with JT being dead. Now Nikki is still telling Victoria that she needs to learn to take matters into her own hands, and she needs to learn to stand up for herself and be a strong woman. So hopefully, as she learned from Nikki, she will hopefully get past this sometime soon. In the other episode, Reed drops by Victor's house, and Victor wants Reed to play chess with him, but Reed just instead of making Victor play chess, he demands to Victor that he wants to find out why JT tried to kill him, and he wants to find out why Victor tried to set JT up in the first place. And then Reed just reached the point where he just can't take it anymore. He just gets mad at Victor, and then Nikki drops in, and she wants to find out what has been going on between Victor and Reed. So unfortunately, Nikki tries to make Reed apologize to Victor, but unfortunately, Reed just doesn't want nothing to do with Victor and doesn't want to apologize to him. So he just leaves, and all of a sudden, and Nikki doesn't know what's going to come next. On the other hand, Hillary and Devon are still in agreement about what's going to happen if Hillary agrees to having a baby. If Devon knows that he doesn't agree into having a baby with Hillary, but Hillary just second guesses that even though Devon says that he's not going to be there to be there for the baby when she gets pregnant. Hillary keeps second guessing Devon that even though Devon keeps telling him that he's not going to be there for the baby, Hillary keeps telling him that she is going to have the baby no matter what, even though they made the agreement about a couple of weeks ago. So in other words, right now, Arturo drops in and just runs into Abby, and Abby tells Arturo they need to stop running into each other. So unfortunately, Abby just has a long talk with Arturo, and then Nikki, and then after this, Nikki eyes Arturo with Abby. Now, what's this going to mean for Arturo? We'll have to wait and see the next episode. Also, in the other episode, Kyle is still telling Victor that he wants to leave Jabot and get a job at Newman Enterprises because of what happened with Jack Jack back at work, and after we learned last week that Jack wanted him to step down as CEO of Jabot, Kyle had to do the right thing. I mean, he had no choice but to give up the CEO position and give it to Jack Abbott instead. Now, what's this going to mean for Kyle? Is he going to get a job at Newman Enterprises only to find out that Victor's only trying to set him up to get the job for him, even though Jack is on the force because there's the rivalry between Jack and Victor has been going on for a number of years. So unfortunately, this Victor and Jack rivalry is going to have Kyle right in the middle of it. And the next upcoming weeks, we are going to get a better version of what's going to happen. On the other hand, let's recap today's episodes of The Bold and the Beautiful. In today's episode, Liam just finally told Steffi that he is going to leave her for good because he is still going to find out. The question is, he still has the divorce papers, the annulment papers. The question is he going to stay? Is he going to go back to fight his marriage to get back to Steffi, or is he going to go to Hope? Now, as of right now, in the beginning of the episode, we found out that Liam made up his mind, said that he's just going to leave Steffi, and because Steffi told him at first that he has the annulment papers and tells them not to sign it because the minute if Liam signs it, that means that their marriage is definitely going to be over for good. So what Steffi did, she talked to Ridge and demanded and that she fight his marriage to get back to get back at Liam. So now the question is for Steffi, is she gonna fight for her and Liam's marriage? That means we just have to hopefully wait and see this depending on whether or not is Liam going to is he going to tear up the annulment papers or is he going to sign it? That's the two player parts that we're going to find out this week, and hopefully by the end of this week on Friday's episode, we're going to get a better glimpse of if Liam is going to go back to Steffi or is he going to go to Hope. In the other episode, Eric talks to Ridge and they have a nice heart-to-heart discussion, and Ridge is still can't get over the fact that that Steffi is going to be very saddened that she's not going to be with Liam anymore, despite the fact what Liam thought of her affair with Bill. So the question is going to play out this week for Ridge and Brooke. What's going to happen to their daughters Steffi and Hope? I mean, we're going to find out in tomorrow's episode that Rich and Brooke are going to be in an argument about their daughters because Steffi is going to be feeling a little sad because if she finds out that if Liam did divorce Steffi, that means Brooke is going to have a heart-shattered moment. And then we're going to find out by now in this week's episode if Liam is really going to get engaged to Hope. Those are the players we're going to find out in this week's episode. And in other news today, we're going to be finding out in this week's news that Louise Reese, after we learned on Friday about her arrest in Texas after the manhunt is over, we are going to find out this week if there's going to be a trial set date for Louise Reese, who is now still in jail right now. But the question is there going to be a court date and a trial date set for her sometime this week? Those are the questions that we're going to find out in this week's newscast, so you got to tune in and find out. For now, I'm Ryan. Like, share, or subscribe, and I will be back tomorrow with more updates and recaps. I am Ryan. This is for the Hirschman channel signing off. Have a nice, beautiful Monday, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.